Howdy y'all, it's Chris with Show Up Fitness, your favorite trainer in the belt buckle, coming at you Santa style with Show Up Christmas sweaters, talking about personal records today. If you want to become a trainer though, make sure to check us out on Instagram and YouTube, down here in La Jolla, December 10th, Los Angeles, early December, if you want to become a trainer, internships over certifications. So one of the challenges we have for this month, a personal record every single day. 31 days, 31 new PRs. But don't confuse this or misinterpret it with a new 1RM. That will fry your nervous system. If you do 1 rep max bench, and then Tuesday you do pull-ups, and then deadlifts and squats, you will kill yourself. We're not talking about that. So, for example, what I'd like you to do is set a new PR with different exercises, but different rep ranges, but also anaerobic capacity and aerobic capacity for cardio, but also different rep ranges. So I challenge you to get a 1 rep max, a 5 rep max, an 8 rep max, a 10, 25. Guys, what is your AMRAP on the bar with 25, 95 pounds? How many times can you do 135? These are all personal records that you should be trying to achieve, not every single workout. But essentially when you come to the gym, today you want to do 1 rep max on bench press. Sure, get after it. Foam roll, warm up, activate the nervous system, 3 or 4 warm up sets, and then you hit that new PR of 225, whatever you're trying to get. Awesome. At the end of your workout, put on 135 and see how many times you can do it. So maybe 10, 12 sets later, 135, you do it. You always guess you can do it more, but I guarantee you your number sucks, so keep on trying. You get 19. Awesome. Your next chest workout, find out what your 8 rep max is on bench press. You hit that, and at the end of your workout, put 5 minutes on the clock and see how many push-ups you can do. And your next chest workout, maybe that's on the weekend, or depending on your total volume, it's the next week, maybe you hit a total new PR. So what I mean by that is, if your new 1 rep max is 225 for 1, see how many times you can hit 185 in that session. Maybe your most before was 3 sets of 8, which is 24. Now do 3 sets of 9. So then you will increase your total volume by 3 reps, which is an extra 10%. That's a pretty good increase in total volume. So here's some examples in different areas. You got to think of it like basketball. And your clients will be successful long term if you take an approach where you don't just focus on one exercise or weights. It's like in basketball. How many points are you scoring? What's your field goal percentage? What's your steals like? Assists, block shots, all these different categories. That's what I want you to do with your clients. And if you're a great trainer, you're not going to focus on what you enjoy. I would be a terrible trainer if I made all my clients bench press because I love bench pressing. I need to find out what you like, one, but also challenge you and get out of your comfort zone and expose you to some things maybe you aren't that great at. So generally, our female clients are not the best with pull-ups, so let's try to start setting some PR goals on pull-ups. Generally, our guys suck with legs and squats and hip thrusts, so let's set some PRs. So some of the categories, we have squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts. You know, I always challenge girls that claim they can't grow their glutes. What's your PR for 225 on hip thrusts? What? I only use 40 pounds. That's exactly why your glutes aren't growing. Glutes aren't growing. You got to overload. Size principle. Come on. Push-ups, weighted pull-ups, and also just AMRAP. Standing military press, vertical jump, long jump, triple jump, planks. Do them with one arm. Do them with a leg up. Do them with weight on your back. Set different rep schemes, as I was challenging here with bench press. Maybe one day you get a 1 rep max. 10 days later, you get a 5 rep max. 10 days later, you get a 20 rep max, but you get the endurance test more at the end of the workout. And if you wanted to come in and do a true endurance test, you could do like on a back day. You could do a mile time. I always challenge guys because we suck with cardio. What is your mile time? Whatever it is, drop it by 30 seconds, drop it by a minute. Practice running a mile once a week. What's your half mile time? I've been getting into rowing. What's your 300 meter, 500 meter, 1,000 meter? Your skier, thing you pull down like this. How many calories can you burn in 1 minute, in 3 minutes, in 5 minutes? Then what you do, I was explaining to a student today, you take your total volume and you slowly start to increase it. So for example, say you were doing rowing and you went for 300 meters and it took you 2.5 minutes. Wait for 3 minutes and then do it again. That's 2 sets. Technically, we're testing like slow glycolysis right now, so that's a good ratio, 1-to-1 ratio for rest. And then next time, maybe 3 or 4 days later, because you do a running test the next day and you do a broad jump the next day, so 2 or 3 days later, then you do your 230 for that same time, and you do it again, and you rest one more time, and you do it again. You just slowly start increasing it. A big problem that we see is people are like me. I'm a big meathead. So you do it every single day, and you just keep on pushing. Then you end up getting hurt. You get lateral epicondylitis if you start rowing too much. So a suggestion may be on Monday, run a mile. On Tuesday, do some rowing. On Wednesday, do some sprints. On Thursday, do a 300-meter shuttle run test. On Friday, do a broad jump. On Saturday, do a jump rope test, 2 minutes. On Sunday, do a 400-meter run. So some other examples, we have 100 meters, we have curls. You can do a 1 rep max on curls, nothing wrong with that. Oh my God, you can't do it in the squat rack. Yes, you can, because I could probably curl more than you bench. Breath holding, how long can you hold your breath for? Pull up hold at the top, also at the bottom, a dead hang position. 3-cone drill, wall sits. But we'll have some other categories in here. What about articles that you read a day? Books that you can read in a week. Don't snooze. That's a PR. If you normally snooze for 3 times, snooze for 2. What about memorization? How fast can you name the 17 muscles of the shoulder? Ready? Go. Supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres minor, subscapularis, teres major, rhomboid minor, pec major, pec minor, bicep brachii, tricep brachii, deltoid, trapezius, latissimus dorsi, levator scapula, serratus anterior, and coracobrachialis. Wasn't my best, but you can practice. Have fun with it. So it doesn't need to just be about weights. What about body weight as well? But challenge your mindset. And then we also have total volume, blood pressure. Let's get some of those variables that are more important than how much you can bench. What's your blood pressure? Hypertension, what is it? Come on. 140 over 90. They call it the silent killer because you may not even know you have high blood pressure. Get your little Omron, put it on your arm and test it once a week. What about grip test? Love this sucker. See how strong I am today. Put it on your little settings. There we go. We're going to go pounds and squeeze the heck out of it. Woo! 152. It's probably stronger than you. It's all right because you're not competing with me. You're competing with yourself. And that's why I love PRs. Is when you go to these classes, it's some instructor doing something that's probably inappropriate for the majority of people. And they're competing with a lot of other members. When you work with a trainer, and you come to Show Up Fitness, you're working against yourself. And that's why I love fitness just in general, because I don't care how much you can bench press. It's probably a lot more than me. If I can do 300 pounds and next year I can do 305, that's who I'm competing against. I'm competing against myself. So when you're training your clients, I'm going to challenge you every single workout to put in a PR. I'm going to show you what this translates into when it comes to programming. So we like to do a core movement first, part of the circuits, and then you get into some accessory stuff. So even if it's a new client, let's go A, B, let's say we have a typical bro. So we're going to do bench press, and then we're going to complement that with a same pattern, an antagonistic pattern. So bench press, bend over row, over row. A lot of people will do like a cable row, but if you do a cable row, it's extension. A bench press is horizontal adduction. So we would like to do horizontal abduction to even that out. So your humerus needs to go through the transverse plane. Then you throw in some curls. Maybe on the last set of this curl, you have your client do an AMRAP, as many reps as possible at 30 pounds. And they do it 12 times. So the next time, not the exact next time your client comes in, maybe 2 or 3 sessions later. So if this is workout 1, workout 4, test it again. Grab those 30 pounds and have them beat it. Get to 14 reps and document it. The second group, let's do some goblets. Let's do a plank. And let's do a 1-minute jump rope. So then what you do here is when you hit your 1 minute jump rope, so your client gets 48. They rest. When they're ready to go again, they go to goblets, planks, but then they need to beat that 1 minute. And if they don't beat that 1 minute, maybe they have to do it again. So that's where you can make it fun, but also set new PRs. And then last but not least, Let's do a hinge pattern. So we got our hip thrust. So when I do my programming, I'm not thinking of the exercise, I'm thinking of the pattern. So we got a horizontal push pattern, horizontal pull. Then we have a squat pattern. And then I'm just throwing in some accessory stuff. Biceps, a lot of guys want to get bigger arms. Planks for the core, maybe a client has back problems or something along those lines, we want to strengthen the core. 1 minute jump rope, it's the cardio challenge. And then down here, we got our hinge pattern. And let's do a 2-to-1 ratio for our pulling to pushing. So we do some face pulls, and then farmer's walks. And what we're going to do with the farmer's walks here is we're going to take, let's do 25% of your body weight and do it for time. So 200-pound guy, if 50% would be 100, so it'd be 50 pounds. Not that much actually, that'd be 25 in each hand, and just see how long you can walk for. Your forearms will catch on fire. Great, you did it for 2 minutes. Then you do it again, test them until you get their 3 sets. Next time they come in, you could do the very similar workout, but you do different variables. So instead of doing a farmer's walk at 25%, you could do it body weight. So that would be me grabbing a 100-pound, and seeing how far I can go. Maybe I only can do it 1 lap in the gym. And then the 3rd time they come in, we do 75%. And the 4th time they come in, we go back to that 25% and we retest. And you increase the capacity by doing more sets, or they set that PR. And then maybe we do a little challenge at the end. You put on, for, say this is a beginning client, we're going to do a 3-minute AMRAP push-up challenge. See, I mean, there's strategy to this. So your client gets, you'd be surprised, you think you're going to get a lot more than you will. So say your client gets 39 push-ups. Celebrate, that's awesome, really good job. Let's set a new PR next time you come in. So our training goes off of patterns, but my challenge to you is to start setting PRs every single time you train your clients. Again, it doesn't mean 1 rep max. Take the rep scheme of strength, hypertrophy, and endurance and challenge your client at different points in the programming. So I wouldn't want to do an endurance test here at the top and then do some type of strength test down here. If it's the same muscle, obviously you're going to be fatigued. But you could do like a upper body push test here for strength, upper body pull test for endurance in the middle, and lower body endurance test, your goblet challenge, half your body weight for 25 reps. So there's strategy to it. You don't want to do a mile run first and then get into your squat day. So programming, there's a lot of strategy to, but if you stick to your patterns, you focus on hitting each muscle 2 to 3 times per week, you increase your total volume by 10 to 20%, and you get your clients to set PRs, you're going to be setting them up for success.